Welcome, listeners, to episode 2 of the Digital World podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Ivanovsky, and in this episode, I'll be helping you get top dollar for your old tech. If this is your first time tuning into the podcast, I'm so glad you're here, and be sure to get subscribed to not miss any of our upcoming episodes. Because it's a digital world, and I'm here to help you navigate it. With Apple's September event formally scheduled and the next generation of iPhones just around the corner, the timing could not be better to move on from your old hardware. And with rumors of this year's iPhone being even more expensive, it means every dollar counts when selling or trading in. So, whether you're looking to part ways with your old iPhone, laptop, video game console, CD player, you name it, there's good money in that old tech, and I'll show you exactly how to get it. Now, that all starts with getting your electronic device fit for sale and in best condition to extract the most value. The very first thing that I do is attempt to locate all the accessories that came with the hardware, and if I've kept it, the original retail packaging. These key items will help boost the resale or trade-in value, and most secondhand buyers will specifically look for hardware accessories and packaging when making a purchase. It's completely fine to not have everything that came in the box, but ensuring you've included all the components that make the hardware functional, like power cables, is a must. You won't believe the number of Facebook Marketplace or eBay listings I've come across where the device being flipped looks horrible. Now, I'm not talking about scuffs or scratches. I'm referring to someone just snapping a photo of their device as it stands with grime and dust and fingerprints completely covering the item. Before you prepare your device for sale, even if you plan on trading in, it's critical you wipe down and thoroughly clean your old tech. Get yourself a solid microfiber cloth, some electronic safe cleaner, potentially an air can, and spend a few moments scrubbing down your device. The time and effort you put in here will return with a higher appraisal for your hardware. Once your device is clean, it's a great time to visually inspect your hardware and assess the condition it's in. From there, you can assign a letter grade based on the appearance and function of your old hardware. There are 3 grades your device will be categorized into, and I'll briefly go through each grade to help you select one that fits best. Grade A refers to hardware that's in perfect functional operation with an impeccable physical appearance. This means the device has been carefully taken care of with little to no signs of use. Grade B refers to hardware that's in normal functional operation with a decent physical appearance. There can be a few minor scuffs, scratches, or dents that don't impact the integrity or acceptable use of the device. Grade C refers to hardware that's in poor physical and functional condition. This can include things like cracked screens, devices that won't charge, and hardware that's best used for parts. Once you've successfully cleaned your old tech and categorized its physical condition, we can now move on to assessing the market. Before you get ahead of yourself and proceed to sell or trade your hardware, it's important to do some thorough market research first. Every make and model is unique, and some devices might hold a better resale value than others. And taking the time to do a bit of discovery will ensure you end up with the highest value for your device. That said, where do you even start? Why not just trade into a big box retailer or the Apple Store? Well, the answer to that question is simple. Best Buy or the Apple Store aren't interested in getting you the most value for your trade-in. Their main goal is to sell you a new device. And in most cases, the estimate you'll get from them is laughable and borderline criminal for the tech you're trading in. For context, here in Canada, Apple is offering me $875 for my iPhone 14 Pro Max, while the current going retail price is upwards of $1,600. For not even a year-old device, that's about a 45% in depreciation according to Apple. Now, when reality In looking across eBay, I see the current market value for my iPhone is $1,300. That comes out to an 18% depreciation and a lot more reasonable than losing half my device's value when we're cycling with Apple. Do note, these results will vary depending on the hardware you're looking to part ways with, its unique specifications, and overall condition. Although in most cases, it's safe to say selling your device privately will equal more cash entering your wallet. Furthermore, a quick browse through eBay and Facebook Marketplace will help you understand the market and set a competitive price. When looking into marketplaces, be sure to search for the exact specifications and similar conditions to the device you're trading in. That sets a fair expectation for what your old tech is really worth. So then, to trade or to sell, that really comes down to the final value you'll obtain for your hardware and the level of effort you aim to put in for that extra dollar. Should the process of privately selling seem scary to you or be off the table, there are a few vendors I recommend working with that historically offered fair trade-in values. For those in Canada, I recommend trading with GetOrchard.com. I've personally bought and sold a number of my Apple devices with them, and it's consistently been a safe and hassle-free experience. Their trade-in estimates are fair, at market value, and are based on the condition of your hardware. I never had issues with my funds arriving, didn't have to worry about shipping my tech abroad, or spending time haggling with a buyer. Orchard is a small but mighty electronic refurbisher, passing on big savings to their Canadian customers. If you're located in the United States or abroad, I strongly recommend checking out Swappacom. They're one of the largest North American marketplaces for secondhand tech and are incredibly easy to work with. Simply browse for the hardware you're looking to sell to instantly receive a trade-in offer from a local, reputable vendor. Or, if you'd like, Swappa allows users to directly list their tech within their marketplace for access to even more cash when parting ways with your old hardware. That all said, there are some great conveniences to trading in. For instance, most trade-in providers will offer cash right away upon receiving your device, and typically, it's less work to send in your device into a vendor than selling in an open marketplace. But that's not to say these conveniences come at a cost. Remember, especially in an inflated market, time, more than ever, is money. So expect to lose between 5 to 45% of your used device's value when trading in. Should that sound like a lot to you, I'm going to show you how to extract the maximum value out of your old tech based on my firsthand experiences with flipping hardware. No matter where you're located, I guarantee there are several consumer marketplaces for secondhand goods and services, from Craigslist to Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and beyond. So, if you're going to invest the extra time to unlock more cash for your electronic hardware, where should you list your devices for sale? Being an active member of several open marketplaces, none have come close to the auction site eBay. With a global presence, millions of active users, and a robust policy that protects both buyers and consumers from fraud, it's one of the best platforms to sell just about anything. So get onto the eBay site, create your account as an individual seller, and let's begin making some coin. Once you've cleaned up your device, assigned a letter grade based on its condition, and set a competitive price for sale, it's time to go to market. It's so easy to create a new listing on eBay, and there are a number of resources to help you get started, some of which are linked in this podcast description. When building your listing, it's important you market your device well to grab your potential buyer's attention. To do this, start by taking clear, accurate, and high-quality photographs of your old tech. Be sure to capture as many details as possible. This can include things like photographs of hardware specifications, product accessories, clear indications of any defects, and more. Try not to take your photos at night or in poor lighting, and ensure all hardware is reset to not photograph any personal information. Furthermore, be sure to only include items being shipped to your buyer within your photographs. Do avoid taking images on a cluttered desk or in an area with multiple objects in the background. You don't need a professional photo studio or high-end camera either. Honestly, all of my eBay listing photos were taken using my iPhone with my devices on the floor in bright daylight. Lastly, eBay only allows a maximum of 24 photos, so no need to take any more than that. But having at least 5 clear images ensures your buyer gets an accurate picture of your device. Once you've wrapped up with imaging your old tech, it's time to formulate a captivating item title and description. A best practice for structuring your title is to start with the retail name of the product you're selling and then highlight any item specifics or hardware specifications that make your old tech unique. For example, Apple MacBook Pro 13.3-inch 512 SSD i7 16GB laptop. By highlighting the specifications in the title, buyers who are interested in that model will be quickly drawn to your listing. As far as the description, it's important to complete all of the item specifics requested by eBay to the best of your ability. Item specifics refer to the unique specifications of your hardware. This can include things like screen size, processor speed, and memory capacity. If you aren't sure about the specifics of your device, it's best to look at a similar listing before completing a field incorrectly. From there, your item description should speak to the following: what will be included in the box, how your item will be shipped, detailed technical specifications, and a clear description of the hardware's condition. Taking the time to include this information ensures you're protected as a seller by accurately marketing your electronic device for sale. It also helps eBay promote your old tech across their marketplace within its assigned category. The last few steps in getting your listing on eBay is to set a buying format, price, and assign shipping terms. Electronic hardware is best sold within an auction style, and I usually set my starting bid to something very low, like $5, to help start a bidding war and get more buyers to watch the item early on. Do note, eBay does charge a transaction fee based on the price your item sells at. While this is generally very low, it's best to check with eBay for a breakdown of the fees in your region. Now you might be wondering, what if my old tech sells way below market value or at a price I don't feel comfortable with? Make note, you can always cancel the order once the auction has ended, should the price not align with what you were looking to get. Just be careful not to do this too often, as it could impact your account standings with eBay. That's why taking the time to do some market research, as mentioned earlier, is so critical when selling. With your buying format set and base auction price inputted, it's time to create shipping terms for your hardware. The cool thing about eBay is it allows you to ship globally and access more buyers within its advanced marketplace. As an individual seller, it's best to charge your buyer for shipping and handling when selling on eBay. In creating a shipping profile, use the calculated method based on the buyer's location. This will bill shipping at the time of sale directly to your buyer and is one less expense for you to worry about. After payment is posted, you can then purchase the track shipping label directly from eBay, hassle-free. From there, simply drop the package off at your local post office, sit back for the funds to enter your account, and relax. Selling your old technology on eBay does take some work, but is worth the effort to obtain top dollar for your device. With new technology being released every day, and prices on the rise, getting the most out of your old device is more important than ever. But by following the simple guidelines we walk through, from cleaning your device to assigning a grade based on its condition and doing market research, allows you to move on from your old hardware with confidence. There is nothing wrong with trading in. Just be sure to do your homework and select a vendor willing to present a fair offer for your old hardware. That said, spending some extra time to list your old tech within eBay's marketplace is the best method for obtaining the maximum cash value when parting ways with your device. Hopefully, this technology resale guide will set you in the right direction, and I'd love to know what device you're considering moving on from. So don't be shy and connect with me. I want to thank you for tuning in to the second episode of the Digital World Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to get subscribed so you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Remember, it's a digital world, and I'm here to help you navigate it. Take care.